Why we need to be ethical if we are profitable may be a question in many of the business houses' mind. We need to be ethical primarily because it is legally required. It beyond these legal requirements, it is an organizational sustainability is reliant on ethical practices, and unethical behavior not only creates legal risks but it also creates market risks and financial risks and marketing risks also. So, given the changing life expectancy of the firms, maintaining an ethical advantage becomes a vital distinction between a successful and an unsuccessful firms. A firm's competitive edge can be gained by its ethical practices that it follows in the marketplace, and it helps to strengthen its bond with its customers, with its suppliers, with its employees, and the society at large. On the positive side, managing ethically can also pay a significant dividend in the organization structure and efficiency. Trust, loyalty, commitment, creativity, and initiative are just some of the organization's benefits that are more likely to flourish within ethically stable and credible organizations. For business students and for the decision makers who are making decisions with regard to business, it's very important to understand how to make ethical decisions, because business ethics is a subject matter of where we try to understand what are the right and wrong ways of making certain business decisions given in a scenario, in a particular situation with respect to certain issues, and based on certain ethical principles, ethical guidelines. So, having a knowledge of this subject matter equips the decision maker to make decisions in a ethical way, in a morally right way. It is also important for the leaders to understand how people are thinking in an ethical way and how to help people make ethical decisions which are required not only for their personal integrity but also as a part of the sustainability of the business itself. In this particular course, we aim to develop in the students an understanding of the concept of business ethics and its application in the business scenario, in the decision making, which will help to develop in them personal integrity and social responsibility for in the ways that they are making the decisions, emphasizing on corporate social responsibility and sustainable business practices in the age of globalization. The course module discusses about the concept of business ethics. It discusses about the framework of business ethics. It also discusses about the various pillars of ethical decision making and the principles of ethical decision making, both from Western perspective and also the Indian perspective. It focuses on the role of the various stakeholders like the customers, suppliers, employees, shareholders, government, civil society organizations, and the environment with respect to the business houses, and how the business organizations, corporates can deal ethically with these different stakeholders. The course also discusses about case studies which gives an exposure to the students to how to take an ethical decision when faced with a dilemma in a given situation where number of stakeholders are present and a particular ethical issue is being discussed. So this exposure to the case studies along with the framework of ethical decision making with respect to various stakeholders present helps in a proper developing of a proper capability of making decisions with respect to real life scenarios in business situations. This course will be helpful not only for business students, also for people who are making decisions in different organizations, also people who are making any type of decisions, maybe also in their personal lives, and they are faced with dilemma of understanding what is right and what is wrong given in a particular situation, how to decide what is right and what is wrong in a particular situation when so many stakeholders are there, and how to decide what will be beneficial to all so that a holistic decision is reached which is equally beneficial to all the stakeholders, maybe not only for the present time but for in the futures also, because the course is focused towards sustainability issues where we are taking care of the business decisions taken in such a way which is relevant not only for the present generation, for the future generation also. The course will help to develop the competencies in those aspects of how to make a decision which will be beneficial for all, irrespective of whether they are there in the present situation or they will be the future beneficiaries of the decision taken. Hope you will have an enjoyable journey throughout this course, and this course will help in developing the competencies for ethical decision making.